What happens when a school isn't just a building but the last hope of a language? That is exactly the question Krantijyoti Vidyalaya Marathi Madhyam tries to ask us, and honestly, it hits close to home.
अरे आपली शाळा पाडणार आहे त्याबद्दल बोलायला जमलो होतो आपण. हा काय मुद्दा आहे तो तुमच्या लक्षात आलाय का?
Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about Hemant Dhome's Krantijyoti Vidyalaya Marathi Madhyam. Set in Alibaug, the film follows Dinkar Shirke, played by Sachin Khedekar, a dedicated principal trying to save his Marathi-medium school from being demolished and replaced by a fancy international school. And for Dinkar, this fight is not just about real estate, it is about protecting Marathi in the education system. So, what works for the film? One thing Krantijyoti Vidyalaya gets absolutely right is the relevance of its topic. The issue of Marathi schools shutting down is very real, and the film presents it in a balanced way. It does not villainize English medium education. In fact, it clearly acknowledges that English is important and is already taught in Marathi schools too. The real concern the film raises is quite simple. Marathi is slowly losing space, and the closure of regional schools is a big reason why. I also liked how the film compares intentions behind different types of schools. Through Dinkar, we understand how many international schools focus heavily on flashy infrastructure and high fees, which automatically pushes out middle-class families. In contrast, Krantijyoti Vidyalaya may not look luxurious, but its focus is clearly on accessible education. The first hour is quite engaging, especially the reunion of ex-students who are reliving their school days. It feels warm and familiar. Though yes, at times, the nostalgia does film slightly perform for the audience rather than deeply lived by the characters. So where does the film slip? The second half is where the film starts to drag a bit. It takes too long to get to the core conflict and you do feel the pacing dip. Another thing, in the third act when the education minister comes in, the film puts a lot of responsibility on parents and common people for not choosing Marathi school. While that question is valid, the film does not push hard enough on the government's role in supporting these schools. That imbalance is quite noticeable. Also, Dinkar's direct-to-camera speeches, though important in content, sometimes they come across as quite preachy. Now coming to performances. Performance-wise, Sachin Khedekar is the solid backbone of the film. He brings out sincerity and gravitas to Dinkar without going over the top. Amey Wagh adds much-needed fun as Baban. He's genuinely entertaining and switches well between comedy and seriousness. Siddharth Chandekar and Prajakta Koli are decent, though their romantic subplot feels quite bland. Thankfully, it never hijacks the main story. Kshitigog, however, feels a bit too aggressive and slightly forced in parts. The rest of the supporting cast does their job well. So overall, Krantijyoti Vidyalaya Marathi Madhyam is a film with its heart in the right place. It entertains, it raises an important question, and it genuinely makes you think about the future of regional education. I just wish it had gone a little tougher on the system instead of resolving things a bit too conveniently. Still, definitely a meaningful watch, especially if this topic matters to you. You can catch up Krantijyoti Vidyalaya Marathi Madhyam on ZEE5 from February 27th. If you have watched the film already, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. And for more such reviews and analysis on your favorite movies and show, do like, share and subscribe to The Newsman.